How to Make It in America is an American comedy drama television series that ran on HBO from February 14, 2010, to November 20, 2011. The series follows the lives of Ben Epstein and his friend Cam Calderon as they try to succeed in New York City's fashion scene. The show's second season premiered on October 2, 2011. On December 20, 2011, HBO announced the cancellation of the show citing failure to generate a large audience and buzz. Executive producer Mark Wahlberg expressed hope in an interview for GQ magazine in January 2012 that the show would return on another network. Plot: Make It in America followed two enterprising 20-somethings hustling their way through New York City's fashion scene, determined to achieve their vision of the American dream. Trying to make a name for themselves in the city's competitive fashion scene, Ben Epstein and his friend and business partner Cam Calderon use their street knowledge and connections to make their way up. With the help of their well-connected friend Domingo and Cam's cousin Rene, the burgeoning entrepreneurs set out to make it big. They experience success and challenges. Cast and characters. Main cast Brian Greenberg as Ben Epstein, Victor Asuk as Cam Calderon, Lake Bell as Rachel Chapman, Eddie K. Thomas as David Capo Kaplan, Scott Kid Mescudi as Domingo Brown, Louis Guzman as Rene Calderon, Shannon Sossaman as Jinji Wu, Gina Gershon as Nancy Frankenberg, Nicole La Libert as Lulu, Julie Claire as Robin, Joe Pantoliano as Felix DeFlorio, Eric Larsol as Everton Thompson, James Ranson as Tim. Production: Ian Edelman wrote the pilot, which the Entourage crew of Mark Wahlberg, Stephen Levinson, Rob Weiss and Julian Farino executive produced. Edelman and Jada Miranda were also executive producers. This show is a fun ride through the downtown scene, examining the cross-section of people and how they relate to the relevant subcultures in NYC. Weiss, who was executive producing the pilot, told The Hollywood Reporter. HBO made a free early online-only premiere available on various video sites including iTunes and YouTube. Season 2 premiered on HBO on October 2, 2011. Title sequence The opening title sequence was created by Isaac Loeb and directing duo Josh and Xander and produced by At Radical Media. The theme song, I Need a Dollar, was performed by Aloe Black of Stone's Throw Records. Shot in New York City, the sequence comprises a video and photography montage, bringing together the show's underlying themes of grit, hunger, ambition, the multicultural world of New York and the culture-transcending pursuit of the almighty dollar. Episodes Season 1 Season 2 Reception: The first season received mixed reviews. It currently has a score of 59/100 on review aggregator Metacritic. David Hinckley of the New York Daily News gave the show a positive review, giving the show 4/5 stars, and calling it a winner. Brian Lowry of Variety was doubtful of the series, stating barring a dramatic leap in quality it probably wouldn't last on pay cable. Mark Perigard of the Boston Herald wrote critically, saying this sad sack of a show plays like an East Coast, economically challenged version of his HBO hit Entourage. Randy Dawn of The Hollywood Reporter say the show isn't as textured and riveting as it thinks it is. Other reviews, however, favored the show in comparison to Entourage. The second season opened to much more positive reviews and currently holds a Metascore of 79/100. Maureen Ryan of Huffington Post wrote the show has a little more discipline and focus than they did in Season 1. Philip Masiak of Slant magazine also added that the show is anchored by gorgeous production design and the pop naturalism of its performances. How to Make It in America dramatizes this particular cultural moment with uncommon style and a little grace as well. References. External links, official website, How to Make It in America at the Internet Movie Database, How to Make It in America at TV.com.